Welcome to the STAAR makeup testing for our processes and procedures. We are going to have our first round of STAAR testing begin on April the 26th with our reading test. The objectives of this training are to familiarize yourself with the STAAR Administrator Manual and to ensure your understanding of important testing procedures and processes at Cook. Remember that this training does not take the place of reading your manual. You are going to need some materials for this training. In your mailbox, you will find your testing administrator manual, a correctly filled out example of a roster and seating chart, a checklist that includes the before, during, and after testing, and then directions for students to access the STAAR testing platform. Remember, we have done a couple of practice tests this year, but those have been done through Schoology and Performance Matters. We do need to make sure that we familiarize ourselves and our students with where they're going to access the actual STAAR testing platform. If you do not have these materials out of your mailbox, please pause the training at this time, get those materials, and then you can continue. Using your roster, which student is absent? Using your checklist, true or false, students may take used scratch paper with them after testing. Using your roster, which student needs headphones? On the checklist, our campus goal is for testing to begin by what time? On your roster, how many different tests are being administered in this room? Using your example seating chart and roster, who is sitting closest to the door? What is the cutoff for testers to arrive in your room? On your roster, what time did this example room begin testing? On your checklist, which test contents will students receive a paper reference chart? In your manual, what page do say directions begin? Also, using your manual, what page starts test security and confidentiality in the manual? On your checklist, how will TI calculators be provided to proctors? Using your checklist, which tests will include a snack for the students? Also on your checklist, when you turn in your buckets, which side of the folder should you place absent student test tickets? Using your checklist, what should remain in the room until the last STAAR test in May? Also on your checklist, bilingual dictionaries are available in a ratio of 1 for every how many qualifying students? According to your roster, how many 4-function calculators should be in this example tub? Using your frequently asked questions, can students use computers once they are finished testing? Also on the frequently asked questions, what do I do if all students are done with testing in my room? Use your checklist to answer true or false. Test tickets are considered secure test materials. On your frequently asked questions, what if a student won't give up their cell phone? Use the help sheet for STAAR. Where do students click to access the STAAR testing platform secure test browser? On your checklist, my student needs headphones. Where can I find them? Some important things to note at the end of the whole school testing. Please make sure that you read and follow the Prepare Tub for Check-in process. It lists out specific things and specific orders that the tub must be in. This will help expedite the tub check-in process so that we can get to our after testing schedule as soon as possible. Students who are not finished at 11:30 will be collected and taken to extended testing. Remember that testing is not timed. Students have the entire day to finish. Um, if you have students that are extended testers, they need to take with them all of their belongings. This includes their backpack, their computer, their charger, headphones if they have it, calculators if it's a math test, any scratch paper, any and everything that that student has needs to go with them. If they have a cell phone, please make sure that you also give that to the adult who is rounding up the extended tester students. We are going to continue a few of the things that have worked in the past. We are going to do our day before testing. We'll have that modified bell schedule to go to advisory twice. The first advisory, you're going to let us know how many students don't have their computer with them. And we hope on the second advisory to set up the complete rooms, including students stepping out into the hallway and getting the computers to set them up. We can only do this if the numbers are low enough. So please make sure that from now until testing, everyone is encouraging students every day to bring the computers and chargers. Everyone, please make sure that you do not text or email from the testing room. It is considered a testing irregularity if a text or email is sent from a testing room. There were people who sent communications in our practice rounds, and please know that we are going to have to submit that to TEA as a testing irregularity if that happens on STAAR. Again, training does not take place of reading your test administrator manual. There are a few people that we need a corrected oath from, and we'll be asking you for that. Please make sure that as this test is on computers, that you are actively monitoring the computers. Remember that as soon as a student finishes and submits their test, then they can no longer be on the computers. Your Rangers Rock testing legal sheet that has your personalized schedule on it will be in your box later this week. We are waiting to the end of the week so that we can address any last minute changes due to any staffing issues. If you have any questions about this training or anything STAAR related, please feel free to email Allison Fleming or Suzanne Bell, or you are welcome to come by room 302. We are looking forward to having a very smooth testing season, and this concludes your STAAR makeup training.